Okay, welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. Last episode there wasn't an awful lot going on in it, so this one I'm just going to run you through what I've been doing in the meantime. So, what I'm working on here is a big ship, because like I said to you in the last episode, we're kind of a bit progress blocked by not having platinum and uranium and stuff, so this ship is going to be the first of the large grid ships. So just a quick tour around the outside. You can see there's a couple of thrusters here, a couple on the other side there, the side to side. They were the back thrusters. Haven't actually put any forward in yet because I'm not really sure what I'm doing with this compartment. Underneath you can see I've got a huge thruster pack in the middle, and then these triples on the outside, little triangular ones, and I've just stacked the center up with what have we got, 16 hydrogen tanks, large tanks, and then there's 8 cargo containers. I've got the 4 refineries with another 5 large containers underneath. This will be the main storage for refined ores. I've got 2 hydrogen engines here which will help recharge the batteries. Couple of little bits here, piping and that, just linking systems to systems. These all connect again here. It's not welded up, but you can see there's another connection point for those. Same on that side. I've built up the other side a little bit more, so you can see there's the large hangar door here, so there's probably going to be another one up here, and it'll be a double height hangar on this side and the other side, so I'll have plenty of room in here to store ships and stuff. The back compartment, as you can see, got taken up with cargo containers, refineries and reverse engines. The front bay here, like I said, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it because I don't need as many stopping thrusters. I've got 5 at the back. I'll probably go with 3 at the front here, so whether I have them 3 central, 1 at the edge, 1 at that edge and 1 in the middle, not really sure. I guess I'll figure that one out. I might do a double height on each side and have 4, and then a big space in the middle. Again, I could have a forward facing hangar that would have fighters and stuff ready to come out. Then this is basically a big disc. It's going to turn into basically like the classic UFO shape, and on top of this deck will be sort of the crew quarters and the flight deck on top of here, and then in the center at the top will be a connector, and I'm going to have a connector somewhere on one of the sides. It might be at the front here actually, and that's just so that this ship, which is the sort of the big, well, it is a big ship, but it's going to be sort of a UFO like I say, and it will plug into a mothership, which 4 of these will go sort of 1 there, 1 opposite and 1 here, and then the big ship will go around all of that. So that's that. Like I say, I am planning on heading into space, and before I do that I needed to have a small ship ready to go and head into space. So this is a hydrogen mainly. It's got a couple of atmospheric thrusters, just enough to sort of help out, and the drills on the front, cargo storage. I've got in the middle here, there's an H2O2 generator, a conveyor converter, then the survival kit, and tucked in here that is another cargo container, and then behind that is another H2O2 generator. So I've got two H2O2 generators, so it should hopefully be able to chew through ice as quickly as it's using it, especially when we're in space. This one, I couldn't really figure out where to connect. I was thinking about taking one of these off and having a double connector either side, which I might do. That's not a bad idea, but you do lose the cargo storage. So yeah, that's basically that. I'm just quickly going to grab a refill on my bottle. Wait for that to hopefully, yep, there we go. And there we go, so we're completely full. Just drop a couple of these bits off. Now, because this ship has a survival kit on it, it means I can actually fly this up into space, mine an asteroid, and get the basic resources to start the space base. So that's what this episode is. We're basically going to take this one out and head on up into space. So let's get on with it. One thing before doing that is I haven't set everything up, so let's toggle battery recharge on and off. I think we'll put this one on and off first, this one stockpile on and off, then we'll have hydrogen and atmospheric thrusters on, and that should do us. I think I've got everything there. I might have a toggle on off for that because I don't want it draining power, and let's just quickly create a subgroup for them and turn them on and off. And I think that should be everything. I've got all my engines, toggle these on and off, toggle the stockpile on and off. Yeah, that should be a set up. So turn that on, turn that one off, and then if I turn see, it does actually have enough hydrogen thrust for that, so yeah, it's interesting, and it's much faster when those hydrogen thrusters are on. So I think we just go straight up. So just pulsing that so I don't waste hydrogen. We're going slowly, 2.5 kilometers. 3.5 kilometers. I'm not quite sure. I think it might be 5 kilometers, maybe 10 kilometers when the gravity drops off. The only issue is when I do take off the thrusters, the dampeners want to kick in and slow me down, so I'm probably not really saving hydrogen. So we've just gone over 6 and the gravity's starting to drop off. That doesn't sound good because that is probably me who is their target. So that's 10 kilometers and we're still at 0.6. And it doesn't look good here because I'm nearly out of hydrogen. I'm hoping I bought enough ice. It might be a failed mission here already, so doesn't look like it. We're still climbing. But that sustained burst definitely 14-15% full in the hydrogen, and that sustained burst definitely was too much for the H2O2 generators to handle. So is he heading for my base? Probably. Which again, that's not fun. That's not fair. And it does look like he is, so how do I deal with this? I feel like I'm going to get back to my base and it's just going to be completely destroyed now, so that's not going to be fun. I did leave the hangar door open as well, so he can shoot my ships if he really wants to. I don't know why he's saying he's 1.26 kilometers away, because he's definitely not that. But we're moving 90 meters a second here still, and struggling to get out of the gravity field. But yeah, that Reaver Impaler, I think it was a Reaver that attacked my base last time. And it's, I assume that's saying it's within a kilometer of, oh no, it's coming for me, yeah. Yeah, that's not fair. They did get a good shot off on me. And I'm slowly getting away from them, but again, I'm going to have to keep using hydrogen here, and that is definitely not what I wanted to do. So I did nearly figure out. Oh, he's still shooting at me. Cheeky boy. Okay, so we're at 34 kilometers and we're still not out of the planet's gravity. That guy's definitely giving it a good attempt to try and keep up. And the other one's sort of given up by now. Just double check. We've got loads of ice in there. Cheeky boy chasing me. I wonder where the other ship's going to go off to, because I hope that doesn't go back to chase my base down, although it does seem like it is heading in a completely different direction over that way. Double check in a minute that I'm not flying into anything, because we are now in space, officially in space. So 0 gravity. Continuing to get away from this guy. We're about 1 kilometer away from him now. I assume that's going to keep going, so let's make sure, again, I'm not going to fly into anything. And this will be a big problem here if this Reaver wants to come for me. Which he is unloading on me from 500 meters away, which is not cool. Oh, yeah, that's me done. Okay, well, thank you very much there, Mr. Reaver. Well, that was interesting. We made it into space at least, so I know that that craft is capable of that. I think one thing I might have to consider is putting guns on it. Which, again, if you didn't know this, you can actually go into the backups for it. We'll reload this one before we launched. And yeah, there we go, just as if nothing happened. Which is frustrating, like obviously I don't want to be doing a lot of resets and stuff. But yeah, I also don't want to lose my progress. That ship took a fair amount of time to build. So yeah, you can see that the Reavers still have a huge advantage on me, which is the main reason I'm trying to get into space in the first place. So, I don't know. I mean, he had plenty of firepower that I don't think I could have handled anyway in a small ship. So, I think it might have to be wait a little bit longer, finish building the main ship, and yeah, sort of figure it out from there. Because I mean, I could try again, just go straight off, try again. yeah, chances are I'll probably get smashed by something again. I mean, that's just disappeared from all the way over here. It doesn't come back in, so yeah. I mean, I could try it again. Why not? Let's give it a go. Oh, because of course I've got to set all this up again, haven't I? So let's just quickly go in here. Save that. Okay, so first things first, batteries, recharge on and off, this on and off, stockpile on and off. Then it was the engines, connector, switch lock, turn this on and off, then lights. Okay, set back up again, right. Turn that on, turn that on, turn the survival kit off again, and then 4 and 5 on. Oh, wait. What just blew up? Just the floor, I hope. Yeah, okay. I can deal with that. Right. So let's try this again. So I'm going to turn the inertia dampeners off immediately this time. And we'll just try keeping it above 90, 95-ish, somewhere around there. And I've got a long journey again of 45 kilometers, I think it was. So yeah, we'll see how this works out this time. I think we were about somewhere around here when that revert appeared before, so again, that's no proof that he won't turn up again. But it does look clearer this time. Quick save going in there. And we're nearing 10 kilometers. And gravity is starting to slow down, nearly at half a G. So you can obviously pulse the hydrogen engines, or all of the engines, a lot slower. In fact, you can probably turn them off and just go solely off the hydrogen. And yep, just past half a G. And 16 kilometers. Let's Got a little journey left to go. Okay, so it does look like we are safe this time, which is nice. A little bit of entertainment there for you. I didn't know that was going to happen, but it does actually. That's one of the reasons I put the NPCs in, was to have more of a challenge going on. It's just if that's like base level, which I haven't messed with it at all, so if that's base level and they're going to send those things after you without having the ability to use the same weapons against them, they kind of destroy you. So okay, we're about halfway there now. You can see the planet a lot better from up here. That was the desert that spans out that side. Lush green heading off that way, and then just mountains, mountainous. So I don't know whether that's one of the poles. You'll have to be in space to figure out where the sun rotates around the planet. .1 of a G, nearly there. There we go, we start to see a couple of these asteroids popping in. Not many. That one I saw last time, I thought it was pale blue, so I was hoping it was an ice asteroid. I could just jump in, get some ice, but then obviously I was being tailed by a reaver, which, yeah, you know the rest of the story. I'm sure you'll forgive me for that little reset. You can understand. I mean, like, I'm quite happy to leave the footage in for you to see me getting my ship destroyed. But you can see how much of a difference it makes this time with them not being around. So now at 35 kilometers and 0.8 of a G. Slowly getting there. I mean, I'm not sure whether the game naturally spawns the asteroids out of your path, but that doesn't mean I don't still, you know, have a little check every now and then to see what I'm heading into. But that's 40 kilometers that we're just about to pass. There we go, and we're at 0.6 of a G. Now again, eventually all of these rocks, asteroids in real life, would actually fall down to the Earth because they've still got some force exerted on them. But we have just passed 0G. There we go. So pop these on. We can slow ourselves down. There we go. Now, so we can see for a bit of context, that is us straight down there. See the atmosphere bubble around that. The sun. Where are you, Mr. Sun? Up. Yes, okay, so this planet, I'm not sure what that is, but there is Mars over here, the alien planet, this one, which, I don't know, it could be the moon. I don't think it is though. Where's the moon? It should be on the other side, right? I don't know. I'm a little bit lost. First time in space. Probably happens to all of us. So, let's head out this way, shall we? Because I don't think that is the moon. I think that's another planet. Given that we're moving 100 meters a second and it doesn't seem to be getting any closer at all. Really? Yeah. I think what we're going to do is look for something like this. Because this seems to be sort of on the way to Mars. So I could set up a little base in between these asteroids. There seems to be a good cluster of them here as well, so this is probably not the worst idea. So I'm just going to aim for this sort of gap in here. And yeah, distances in space pretty big, obviously. So it does take a little while to travel from one thing to another. I mean, already, you know, we've probably travelled another 3 kilometers from where we were. So yeah, this looks like a decent collection of asteroids here. So looks like we're coming in through the middle, which is nice. I'll start slowing down any minute now. And we'll have a look at what is on offer here. A couple of huge asteroids should definitely have something on them, for sure. I would imagine so. The smaller little things, these ones are deadly. Be careful of things like that. Okay, so what have we got out here? It kind of looks barren. Which is not great. This one, what does this look like? Nothing that I can see. I mean that, yeah, that kind of looks like something. So, what are you? I'll tell you one thing I did forget to put on is the old ore detector, which was not very clever. Okay, so what is this? Silver. Lovely. Didn't need silver. It might be quicker and easier to do this with the hand drill out and the jetpack on. So far I am not seeing a great deal. Silver again over towards the pod. Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Nickel. Don't know why that's not coming up. Right, well, that's that. Again, nothing on this one. What about this bad boy? Dark in this bit, but no, nothing. This is quite a nice natural little cave though. Hidden in between the two parts of this asteroid, which again I don't seem to be able to see anything on. Nothing. It's just a different coloured texture. That's shadows. Okay, we're not having much luck on this one, so that's not bad though. Is there anything hidden inside? So it doesn't look that way. No. Okay. There is nickel here again. Yeah. Nickel here. Well, nickel on this one. Yeah. There's nothing on that. Have I been to this one yet? I don't know. It doesn't look like there's anything here either. There's a huge cluster of asteroids. And I have been here, I think, because that's nickel again. No, silver. This is not good. What a waste of time this one was. Yeah. Shame. Okay, right. On to the next. Let's see. That's probably a good thing. I'm heading this way because that has just appeared. So let's try this one in this direction. Seeing any great asteroids here, which is a shame. Used to get ones, I don't know if any of you remember the ones that used to look like donuts, which always had something good on them. Not sure what he's doing, but he's not coming towards me, so that's all good. Okay, I think I might try this one. See, it might take me back down into the gravity field, which I really don't want. I guess we'll find out. Okay, coming in juicy and hot. So let's start putting the dampeners on. Yeah, and I'm actually in the gravitational field here, so I don't want that one. There's got to be something good around here. Let's try this one over here. those seem to have come towards a cluster. It's just appeared out of nowhere. So we'll just head to this one, I think, because there's a couple around this area. It looks that we might be able to take advantage of. That one here looks interesting. So the couple here, one out in that direction. So I think this is probably a good idea to try and set up in this cluster somewhere. Yeah. Looks like some good asteroids here. I'm just going to come straight into the main one, I think, because I see cobalt, I think, on that one. So let's see what we've got. I thought I saw cobalt on it, but I might be wrong. There is a, yeah, look, cobalt. Why it wasn't, or it was visible, but then it wasn't visible, I don't know. That's about. But there is a hole here, which is nothing. That's quite interesting. Nothing hole. So there is cobalt on this one, and magnesium. That's quite nice. There's some cave or tunnel network system in here, which might be useful. Okay, and there's magnesium on the surface here. Cool. So let's just do that. Quick little GPS. Neutral current. Space. Asteroid. Yeah, spelling. Magnesium and what was it? Cobalt. Cool. Right, ship. Where art thou, little ship? So we've got a GPS on this one. There's some blue rocks in that direction, which might be ice. I hope they are. That would be very nice. Let's go and check this one. Interesting. Magnesium here as well. Wow. It's like it got shattered by something or eaten. Who knows? Crazy. But this one does not look as juicy as the last one. What is this? There's magnesium in it. We know that. In fact, I can see it here, quite a lot of magnesium. Looks like somebody's been here and drilled into it. Big cave network here, more cobalt, okay. Yep. That sort of makes sense. Let's just check this one quickly. Bunch of shattered rocks. But it doesn't look like there is anything on these. No. Let's try that one next. I'm a bit worried that this is only going to be magnesium and cobalt on these ones. But because they're such big asteroids, you never know. There might be something nice on them. If there was some iron here, I might settle it straight away. Looks like there's more cobalt right there. What's that? Magnesium. Magnesium. Cool. Lots of smashed rocks. What do you think? Anything on this one as well? I think this is going to be empty. No? Wow. There's tons of magnesium on these rocks. All of them are packed with magnesium. If you didn't have enough on Earth, that is nice. So, I can't tell whether you're coming this way or not. I don't like the look of you. Seems to be heading away. Okay, let's try this. Because surely these aren't solid magnesium. Not really sure where that drone's heading, but that doesn't seem to be getting closer. But this set of rocks is interesting. They've got completely different colour to them, so hopefully that's for a good reason. I'm not a fan of that drone getting closer and closer. It's not fun. Okay, that's better. That's much better. Nice. You go that way. I'll see you later. Right, let's see what these ones are. These definitely interesting. And there is a big cluster of them again. Hopefully those three are a separate mineral composition, likewise that one and that one. There is actually a few here, so that's quite good. Right, what is going on over here then? Ice. It is ice. The whole thing is ice. Nice. Tell me you got some beautiful goodies on you there. That's perfect then. There's tons of ice here and here. Tons of it. So this is going to be a huge boon to us. That one looks like it's ice as well. Probably this one. Okay, so I've got ice at this one. What's this? 13 kilometers back to that group of asteroids. And like I say, there was only magnesium and cobalt there. Cobalt's kind of useful, but would much rather have iron or something, I think. Again, big cluster of shattered ones just there. I'm just going to head over to this one. It's a bit more promising. In the meantime, Mars is over that way, and we get further and further away from a destination in between. So let's see what we've got here. mean, I'm not seeing anything. That's how dark it is in here. You can't see a thing. But if there's nothing in there, nothing in any of these holes, I don't see anything on this one. That's not good. No, would have helped a lot if I'd have had an ore detector on the ship, I think. Gold or nickel? What are you, nickel? Yeah. Not really what I want. Magnesium again. Magnesium. Nothing in that one. Oh, right, well. I think I might have to leave it there, and in between episodes I'll do a bit of back and forth, basically just go to every asteroid I can, and sort of from there figure out where's a good place to put my base down, because at the minute, I mean, there's plenty of rocks out here, but try this one. If there's nothing here, then like I say, I'll leave it, and that's that. Ooh, don't know what that was. Emergency beacon or something, maybe. Hole in the rock. Not an ore patch, which I thought it was, but I'll take a look, see what crack-a-lacking in here. Hiding anything for me? Does, oh, cobalt. Right, cool. Again, useful. Don't see anything on that one either. Right. So a good collection of asteroids here, but no resources. Nickel, cool. Nickel, cobalt. It's something, I suppose, but nickel's in normal stone. shadow, or no, a hole. Nickel on this one as well. Okay. I actually think this probably will serve as my main base of operation. There's enough stone here to mine and a couple of resources. Nothing major. Ship this way. Have I checked you? Who knows? They all look the same. Nickel, yeah. I think good. Still. Again, not what I was hoping for. Again, so yeah, there's tons of nickel and cobalt here. I've got the ice nearby. It's just deciding which of the asteroids, if any of them, are going to be on. I think this is the big one. Kind of looks like something, some weird creature, a bull or something emerging out of a cloud maybe. And on this side, I don't know, yeah. Got like a stegosaurus back on it, so yeah, I think this place will do. So the important thing to do will be to mine a little bit of that cobalt so that I can get and have that ready for when I've got the bigger refinery and I can make cargo containers, which will be nice. So let's just nip a little bit of this. It's difficult to tell how far you are away you are sometimes, but I think that should do us for now. Now then, which one did I say I wanted to be on? this bad boy. Is it that one? I think it is, I can't really tell. No, that's a different asteroid. Or is it upside down? The way I was looking at it, who knows? God, get really disorientated quite easily. I think it must be this one. I just can't tell which angle I was looking at it from. Yeah, I think I'm going to build up here on top. Yeah, no. Maybe here actually. It's back, saddle. Okay, right, so I'm just going to gather some stone. That's all I'm going to do. And build up some components, get a basic base laid out. Those basic starting blocks, the refinery, the assembler. Just get my bearings a little bit. This is just to set up an initial sort of space base. So I've got some means of sort of triangulating my position and having a navigation point from there. So like I say, just chew some of this stone up. Okay, yeah, so that's that done. And I'm just thinking it kind of looks like a submarine from the back with that connector on the top. Looking at it like this, it does look like a submarine. So there we go. So if I leave that there and come to here, good, we have a lot of stone, but the survival kit, of course, is turned off. So let's turn that on. And turn them off. So I've got a couple of bits on me that sort of came from what I was working on, but we do want about 1,000 of them. Pardon me. That would be because I need to do that first. Right, so get that processing. I'll have 1,000 of each plate, and then I want I think that should be correct. Maybe I want 70 of them. And you can see the shadows are just moving. So I'm just going to keep an eye on where that sun is, because that's Mars there, I believe. Earth is behind here, directly behind here. Yes, completely hidden. Wow, look at that. So I'm not sure whether this will stay completely in the sun down here, but if I come in, turn them back on. And come up this side. And I think, yeah, on top of this point would be good. I think it would be quite cool to have a view of from here. Nice thing is it's not going to drift away. I don't even need a landing gear on it really. Automated division light transport. See, I'm getting a couple of different things now that I'm up in space as well, which makes it quite interesting. And again, I'm just going to go for a classic white. Where's the sun? With the sun there and the alien planet in that direction, and then Earth being in that direction. Why are we not? We have to set it manually. think. That is what I want. Yeah. Why can I not place that one? Because the scrap went under the ground, of course. Right. Yeah, I think this is going to work well. Okay. So. There we go, there's definitely enough length in there for a basic building, and we do 2 more. Okay, so that should give us enough width and length for basic things. I might just do 1 or 2 more on this side actually. That'll definitely be wide enough. And it already looks like that might be a big issue. That might be a very big issue. But maybe not. Nice. Okay, so with the structure of this asteroid, it's sort of giving us, I might use this to dig a little bit out, but on this side, if you look, it's kind of got this space down here, which I'll probably again flatten a little bit and build a more protected bay down here for things coming up from Earth. I could set up a transfer station, which would be quite cool. And yeah, so like I say, this will be the new home for a little while. So I want these basics back on the hotbar. Basic refinery. battery. Wind turbine. I think that'll do us, actually, for now. I don't know if wind turbines work in space, do they? Probably not. So, solar panels, it is. So, first of all, I think that's a really nice view, that is. I think I'm going to have this be the sort of industrial area, like that. I'll put a cargo container in the middle, which will not get welded up yet. And then for now, I think it might just work. Well, that perfect dimensions for a perfect amount of solar panels. So let's jump in here, turn the old engines back on, jump out of there, just go and park up over here. Okay. And I'm just going to turn it off because I don't want it to run out of power whilst I'm not paying attention. So yeah, remind me you can't jump in space without having a jetpack on. Right, okay, like I say, that will be it for this episode. The little space mining ship here did me proud. Got smashed to pieces the first time, but yeah, hope you enjoyed watching that, because that was quite entertaining. I don't mind that kind of stuff. It's good fun, actually, as long as I don't have to lose the craft. But yeah, I hope you don't hate me for reloading that, because otherwise you wouldn't have got any of this. So the space platform is being built, got power coming in. I'll have these batteries and stuff all set up. This is just going to be sort of a halfway house now between the planets and Earth. Yet to find where the moon is, probably on the other side of the planet. But we'll have bigger ships soon, jump drives, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, progress being made. Next episode, I don't know, I'll probably finish this off and head back down so I can finish the big ship and then bring that one up here as well. But yeah, that was good fun. If you've got a name for this ship, I actually haven't got a name. I haven't got any ideas what to call it. I might just call it the Sub if I get no other suggestions, and that name Sub will obviously represent that it is a little bit like a submarine, but it's also your cue point to subscribe. So again, thank you very much for watching. If you want to click like, subscribe, all that stuff, I really appreciate it. For those of you who've been watching through episodes, and you know, like I say, I appreciate you watching all the episodes. If you want to comment and all that, I do read them. Don't get a chance to reply to all of them. I mean, well, I do, I just don't reply to all of them. Sometimes you get silly suggestions and stuff. For instance, that volume is what the volume is. I upload it to YouTube, and YouTube decides whether it wants to make videos on the phone quieter. There's not an awful lot I can do about that. I mean, I apologize if you can't hear what was being said, but like I say, I can't record it any louder than what it is. So yeah, next episode I'll finish this off and go back down for the big UFO and start work on the motherships and stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.